Hello and welcome to WhatMap for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? Right, it's Friday. Friday's request day, and today's map was requested by the creator, voted in by the BonBon buddies over on Patreon, and boy was it a landslide, and they've made a very good choice. It may not look that great from up here, but I promise you when we get down there you are gonna like this one. This is exactly the sort of map that I would be playing right now if I wasn't currently building on my own map and creating a whole new town on a Friday. Oh, it's Friday today. That's convenient, isn't it? Yes, tonight at 6 o'clock on this very channel, at 6 o'clock UK time, that is, of course, will be the premiere of episode 6 of Duvo. Please join me for that. I'd love to have you along there. We have a little chat going in the chat box as well, so you can really interact. I will be there and I will have some fun chatting with you guys while the episode is running. But before we do anything else, yes, here we go again. It's that time. It's the time for your daily reminder. You know what to do. That's right, hitting the like button really does support the channel. It does get me seen by more people, helps me grow a little bit more every single day, and I thank you very much for your support. Right, let's crack on and have a look at Blade Mountain by D. Brooks Jr. We have done D. Brooks Jr. in the past, and they have always scored well, and they will score well today as well. There is your start square. Not a lot going on in there. It's all build space. It is all build space. There are your resources. Lovely, lots of fertile land along the rivers, and oil out the sea, and ore, and it's all going on. Off to the workshop. Now, there are a few things to subscribe to. Not the world's longest list. I have got the dirt decal, don't worry. That is there. We are using the Rye Bluffs theme, but with the theme mixer as per the instructions. Relight neutral is the LUT today. There is a one-click collection, but I'm not going to show you that because, frankly, I forgot to record it. I know, it's not going too well, is it? But we won't be using the realistic 1.2 LUT today. Now, let's have a look at these roads and look at the distress, the texturing along the ruin along the outside of the roads. Have a look at that. I'm liking this actually. I think it works really, really well. If we have a little look at the surroundings, it's just plumb for building on. It's a really good work indeed, and I'm sold. We haven't even started looking at all the little hidden nooks and crannies, and there are a lot of them. Yeah, look at this texturing. If we hold still though, look how still that texture is. We're going to see a little bit of glitchy roadside texturing in a little while. Bear in mind that it does appear to be when the roads are being forced to their limits. There's some nice detailing going on here under the bridge with the rocks and a little bit of foliage under there as well. Could have easily just been left be, but no. D. Brooks has done their duty and given us something to look at, which is nice. This is a nice intersection. Now, see what I was talking about, the distressed, the edge of the road. If we come down here, you can probably see some glitching going on the sides of the roads here, but it's only while the camera's moving. If we stop moving the camera, it settles and stops. We move the camera, it moves, and then it settles and stops. So, if you're looking to get a nice freeze frame, a nice screenshot of your town, that won't affect things at all. But if you're moving about and floating about and maybe doing some cinematics, it might be a minor issue for you, this particular intersection. But I think it is really because it is being pushed to its limits. Loving this intersection, by the way. It's triple layer. We've got one that goes under the highway, one that goes over the highway, and it's very sleek indeed. I'm going to ignore the fact that it'd be nice if there was a slip lane there, just so that you could feed into the traffic, but I'm not looking at that today. I'm looking at everything else. everything else. Like perfect bridge, vanilla, perfect bridge, and lovely perfect intersection here. It's a great choice. It looks really nice again. And just look at the slopes here. Oh, look at the foliage that's along the side. Look how realistic that feels. As much of a nod to the foliage creators amongst us, you know who you are, as it is to the map builder. But selecting the right foliage, using it in the right places, is as important as having good foliage to work with in the first place. Now we do have a little potential start location off down this way. See, now this is nice. 2 lanes into 2 lanes and 2 lanes into 3 lanes. I like that. I think that works well. And down here we've got a simple intersection with a wiggly bit at the bottom, a nice straight bit at the top there. And because of the terrain increasing in elevation, we don't have to do any work. We just keep the roads good and flat, and we come down to ground. Let the ground come up to us, and it does. That's all good. Right, let's move down to what is the start square roundabout. And again, this is very tidy indeed. Lots of build plane around here. A nice detailing again. A little bit of glitching again with the roads edges until we stop moving and it all settles down. And we've got some beautiful flower detailing going on down here. A nice little cluster of trees in the middle, which gives us a moment to have a look. Oh look, there's something over there. Wonder what that is. Would it be today's asset of the day? Yes, BonBon, it would. It's the Beijing Courthouse T3 3x5 levels 1 to 5 Rico. Lots of Chinese by Emperor Lee. I'm not going to try and do translation. I'm just going to go straight to factoids. It's a long one today, but it's a good one. Mrs. Martin Van Butchel and her husband had more hate than love for each other. When she died, her last will and testament stated that her fortune should be passed to a distant relative the moment that I am dead and buried. Well, Mr. Van Butchel was so affronted that he refused to bury her. The body was embalmed, dressed in its finest finery, and she was displayed to the public every weekday in the drawing room of their home. Well, she's not dead and buried. Yes, it's brilliant. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, Beijing Courtyard House T3 blah blah blah. By Emperor Lee, today's asset of the day. And we'll roll on back onto the highways where we'll see another perfect vanilla bridge. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Cannot moan about that. Even the detailing around it is just spot on. Another little simple intersection going on here. Now we're not going to dwell on this because we're going to have a look at that direction after the intermission, because there's things down there. You know, things. This map, although it looks like it's empty, has got a lot of little things hanging around in it that we will be looking and digesting and enjoying, because some of them are really good fun. Right, rail, because, well, might as well. Now we've got this split off here. That dead ends in a way that it leads kind of towards that factory. You know, the factory. Well, we'll have a look at the factory a little bit later. Yeah, moving on. It's good and flat and smooth, and it seems the sensible kind of route as well, which is always good. We've got a little split off here, and look, the junction goes both ways. All good. Nice little triangle going on there so we can get to all angles. And a nice, perfect, once again, perfect rail bridge. Just how look and level that is, and the right height above the water. And I'm loving the detailing on that as well. Where are we going? Hang on. Where are we? I was doing the rail. Hang on. Rail. This is the one. Another perfect, lovely bridge. Perfect height. Loving the detailing around the supports of these. That is great work as well. Sorry, got distracted by the beauty of the map. We could bear left, but no, we are going to head off towards them there hills over there, and just basically, the map looks nothing, doesn't it? But it's just beautiful nothingness. Loving it. Anyway, we've got some treats after the intermission, so prepare yourself. Zach, I need you, mate. I need you. Time's up.
Are your soggy little Sims constantly getting even more soggy? Are you continuously drowning your trees and soaking your city? Then you need BonBonB's flood management tutorial. Click the information button now.
Are we back? Oh, we are back. It's Blade Mountain by D. Brooks Jr. and shipping routes. The shipping routes go either side of that island, past the sandbanks here, down to there's a lighthouse type building on that island. I wonder what sort of lighthouse it would be. Anyway, he carries on around and past those islands there and off the edge of the map there. Plus, if you look, we've got the air routes that are beautifully curved, and I cannot find fault with any of that at all. Water flow, we have a river which flows and flows, and there it goes as it flows past the start square kind of area and off into the ocean by the sandbars. Let's look at some of these details then. First of all, we have a very nice waterfall at the top end of the map. Really can't grumble too much about it. Look at the rock work underwater there. I buy into all of this, but do remember that when you get a map that is of high standard, BonBonB nitpicks extra nitpickily, and we are going to basically pull up on things that normally wouldn't even get a mention because they would be too good for the creator. D. Brooks is, if you have a look here, we have got it's off in the fog. It's okay, water source area in the fog. I'm not switching the fog off, not that bothered. It's hidden, it's meant to be hidden, that's fine. Okay, so yes, D. Brooks is of a higher level, and sometimes you need someone like me to come along and go, actually next time, could you do something instead? Anyway, that stream there was a little bit gloopy, a little bit, but it's fine. And down here, right, first of all, look. I restarted the game 3 times for various reasons. We'll get to those in a moment. But we have some water glitching that's occurred there on each occasion. But a bigger problem for me is this. Okay, so we've got the water flowing down this river, yeah? Good strong water flow. And down here you can see a little bit of turbulence going on here, where the water's trying to push around this side and go off this way. But over here we've got a slightly gloopy stream again. Could do with a little bit of water flow coming down there. Just a little bit, not much. But I'd like to see just a wee bit more water coming down this way or something, because it looks a little bit gloopy. But we have water flowing down here anyway, which is now merging into the main river system. Okay, so my point is, this area here, the water, I suggest when you get something like this and the water's trying to do something you don't want it to do, work with the water. This area here I feel would have been washed down or washed along or something, and I think a sandbar pushing out from the end there, forcing the water on a little bit more. So we've got some water rotating, sort of still water rotating, just not there, just to the here. There we go. And I think, yeah, sandbar would help direct the water more in the direction you need it to, and basically I think it'd just look a little bit more realistic. Just a little bit. It's only because the water's trying to do something that you don't want it to do. Now, we have no real foliage along the riverbanks, and I kind of think that the theme and the theme mix, because we are using a theme mix today, means that you can kind of get away with that and cut down on some of the detailing. So when I sometimes say, oh, there should be something along the riverbanks, there really doesn't always have to be. It's all down to the map, the theme, and everything else. And everything else. That doesn't help at all, does it? No, it doesn't help me at all, BonBonB. Please be more specific. Okay, maybe. We've got some nice sandbars going on down here as we split out into what I'm assuming is the ocean, and good detailing on here as well. We've got some nice underwater rock detailing. Now, my next minor grumble is regarding rock detailing, actually, and it's regarding this here. Let me see if I can show you. So basically, yeah, actually no, this one's even worse. Notice the way that it's nice rock detailing, but underwater it kind of drops away. Look how steep it is underwater. Drops away, but we've still got the rocks hanging on. Now, how are they hanging on there? How do they get into that location? I'm not buying that at all. If we go across to the other side of the river, we've got some nice smooth sloping riverbanks here. Nice and gentle. Now this I buy. This makes sense to me. Kind of the water getting pushed downstream. This, however, I just feel that the rocks would basically, how do they get onto the riverbank? And they would have kind of fallen to the bottom of the river by now anyway. Anyway, we'll move on. We've got some nice lakes, and not too much to say about the lakes apart from they're very nice. And got some nice rock detailing those as well. The forests are great. I have no grumbles about the forests as well. Oh, we forgot about this little dirt track, didn't we? Sorry, dirt track. So anyway, we have this intersection and that dead end railway, yeah. So we'll follow down here. We'll take the dirt track because there's a dirt track here that needs to be taken. Now, don't feel this is an area that's supposed to be explored, because with the fallen tree, it's all derelict, it's all written off, and that's fine. I think that's an interesting little bit of fun detailing going on there. And then up here, we have the abandoned railway line, which kind of restarts at this location, a little bit overgrown. And then right next to it, we have, oh, you say it with me, everybody's favourite factory. Yes, we've got one of those. And if we follow the dirt track on a little bit more, we're heading up towards just a little area. It's not resplendent, it's fine, it's perfectly lovely. Resplendent isn't the word I'd use for it. It's just good. It's good work. And it's a little quarry. There we go. Nice detailing on the quarry, the abandoned truck there. We come down to the quarry. We've got here a little grumble here. Got some floating gravel, okay? Now, I had this again with St Catherine's Point. I decided against using this gravel in the end because of the tendency to not want to terrain conform, and so I chose not to use it. And Debrooks Jr. has used it, so I can basically say, no, I did better. Probably about the only part of the map that is better. This is really deep. Not an issue with that at all. I buy it. I absolutely buy it. I think it's great. I'm just saying, ooh, look how deep that is. Anyway, I think that's a really nice little quarry. Not a superb quarry. It's just a really nice little quarry, you know. What more have we got over here? Shipping routes, and we've got some islands. Oh, you're gonna like this. This surprised me, and this made me smile. You're gonna like this. You are gonna like this, I promise. Come around the bottom end of these islands, and we have got, it's a shipwreck, and it's smoking, and it's recent. We have spilled all the containers, and basically stranded deep. You ever played Stranded Deep? That's a game to play. I did a gameplay on that on this channel, and it didn't go down well, but I love that game. Really good fun. Okay, then let's have a look at the elephant in the room. That is Blade Mountain, as it is the name of this map. It's a great piece of terrain work. I'm loving this. I'm loving the detailing around it. I'm buying the rock placements, buying the tree placements, and as a shark's fin, I mean, I often complain about shark's teeth, but that is a really nice piece of work. Down here we've got a couple of BonBonB style islands. I like both of these, and we've got the essential lighthouse, exactly where you would have a lighthouse. Quite right too. Jolly well done, Debrooks Jr. Jolly well done. How English do I sound right now? So English. There's one more island I'm looking for. Where? Oh, it's the other side. Over here. 2 more islands. Now here, minor grumbles. I had to restart the map a couple of times to get this to load, because you need Ronix's theme decals for what's about to appear. But we have a very nice harbour area here. This is great work. Okay, see the jetty, how it merges with the quay at exactly the right level. That is precision, as with the lighthouse as well. And once again, I feel that people are copying my Merrickstowe work. Damned you people. But no, fine, it's fine. Oh, we have a footpath. Big grumble here. It leads up to this abandoned cottage, which is lovely. It's fine. It's the one with no trees. But that footpath is too steep for me. I'd like to see just a little bit of terrain work. Maybe using Electric's new segment slope smoother just to fix that one. Nice prop usage here. Don't really need it, but it's nice prop usage. Well done. If you don't want to subscribe to that prop, you don't need it. And then over here, we've got a little abandoned airfield. I'm assuming, guys, I'm saying abandoned. There's a landed plane there. Abandoned vehicle, of course. And then this, I would call it a hangar, but it's like a just little workshop style building there for fixing your planes. I think the planes are just left outside. The runways is a dirt track which cross over on each other. Took me a few goes to get this to load, and it was the Ronix's theme decals that weren't installed. And once I'd installed them, I got that little bit of glitching on the crossover. Not really much you can do about it, unless you are decaling over the top of that as well. Right, your chance to vote on this map. Woo! Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your votes really do count. We use them at the end of the month to decide the top 10 maps of the month. This map has surely got to be in the top 10, but how close to the top will it be? Only you can decide. And so aesthetically, it's great. It's really, really lovely. I still get the feel that it could be slightly more lovely, although I'm having trouble actually pinning down what it is that this map needs. Maybe some variant foliage in the forests, I don't know, but it's still a high 4 stars for aesthetics. Detailing, one or two minor glitches, one or two minor grumbles, like with that river and the way that it merged with the other river. That's just all in the details. That is just all in the details. The standards are exceptionally high. I'm gonna dock it a star, but only, well, reluctantly, 4 stars for detail. Gameplay potential. This is exactly the sort of map I would like to play. I think it's got endless replayability. I love it. I'm giving it 5 stars. This is, for me, a 5-star map. Whew. Excellent. And in fact, it is, for me, a 5. I'm voting 5 stars in that button in that top right-hand corner. It does get the BonBonB seal of approval as well. Of course, how you vote in that top right-hand corner is completely up to you. If you don't like it, that's fine. It's fine. Nobody is going to hate you, apart from everybody. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. Join me tonight for Duvo at 6 o'clock UK time if you want to be part of the chat. There's an old map on screen now if you want to go and vote on an old one. And there'll be another What map coming along tomorrow. And could it be as nice as today's map? Well, there's a challenge. Anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you very, very soon.